Hey y'all, this is Sergeant Dan with Palmetto Edge, and I've got a review for you this time of this guy right here. This is the Spyderco Smock. So we will do like we always do, and I will get you a close-up of it. That's a beautiful blade, guys. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. I said that's a beautiful blade. I should have saved that. That's review stuff. This is just straight up specifications and come on, focus. There we go. Thank you, buddy. I'll show it to you this side. This side. All right. So, let's see what's next. Size comparisons. So there's your Smock and my same two standard ones. Okay, there it is up against Benchmade Bug Out, and there it is up against the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So as you can see, kind of a middle ground between the two. All right, a little bit bigger than the Bug Out, a little bit smaller than the PM2. Specifications on the Smock: overall length is 7.9 inches, blade length of 3 3/4 inches. No, sorry, 3.375 inches. I don't know why I said 3 3/4 inches. That's not. Yeah, 3.375 inches on that. Let's see. It is CPM S30V steel. Where is it? There it is, right there. CPM S30V steel, made in Taichung, Taiwan, which, as far as Spydercos go, that's okay. Their Taichung plant makes some really great stuff. That's review. That's review. Anyway, it's made in Taichung, Taiwan. It is a compression lock, but unlike like the Paramilitary 2 here that's this way, okay, the compression lock on the Smock here is a push button. If I can get it to work, is a push button style lock, okay? That's what this is. It's a push button style compression lock. Let's see. Stainless steel liner, stainless steel pocket clip. Pocket clip is 2 positions, so it is right hand or left hand tip up only. Scales are a carbon fiber overlay on top of G10. Let's see. What else? It's a flipper. It's got this little flipper corner here. Let's see. I guess that's about it for specifications. So let's get into review. I will address the couple of things the one thing that I definitely don't like about this knife, the one thing that I kind of don't like about it, but isn't that big of a deal, and then everything else that I do like about it. So the first thing that I really don't like about this knife is this little flipper corner here. And not that, okay, so while we're on that subject, what I do like about it is that how it doesn't protrude, how it's non-obtrusive. That's great. That's great about it. But one thing I don't like about it is how slick it is. It is super slick. So the one annoying thing I have found about this knife, at least for me, okay, is I tend to find myself kind of going and slipping off that flipper tab while I'm trying to flip it open until I pay a little bit more attention to what I'm doing, get on it good, and can flip it, okay? So, one thing that I really don't like about it is that slick, smooth flipper tab. All it would take is just, three little grooves there, 3 lines of jimping there, okay, like this, okay? Just three little ones there, just something to get a little extra grip on, to get that flipped open. See, to get that flipped open would make a world of difference to me. Okay, so that's the one thing that I absolutely don't like about this knife. The next thing that I kind of don't like about it, but isn't that big of a deal, is when you're holding it in the standard grip here, how far away your hand is from the start of the cutting edge. Okay, so let me whip out a measuring tape here, which is not something I normally do, but I just want you to see this. So from the start of the cutting edge to about the middle of that finger groove is 2 inches. From the start of the finger groove is 1.5 inches. So your finger, the middle of your finger here, is 2 inches away from the start of that cutting edge. One thing, and I'm not a chef, okay, so don't think I'm being, I don't know, I'm not a chef, but one thing that I know chefs are taught in culinary school is how to hold their knife. All right, and one thing they're taught is you don't hold your knife way back like this. You come up on it like this, you pinch it, and that way you're right up there with the blade. You have control, you know where that blade's going, stuff like that. Even in, other different pocket knives here, okay? So like the bug out, your finger is right up there, what? Man, where's my measuring tape again? All right, so you are about 1/2 inch away, okay, from that cutting edge. Paramilitary 2, once again. Now that one's about the same, okay? So you got cutting edge to middle, that's 1.5 inches, okay? But you have this area that you can grip up on, choke up on, and get right up there with it, okay? So even with those knives, you have another option. This isn't quite a finger choil. That's not comfortable. So that's, like I said, it's something that I recognize, something that I kind of went, I don't know about that, but it hasn't been a big deal. But it's still something that kind of bothers me a little about the design of the knife. So yeah, there's the thing I hate, the thing I kind of don't like. Everything else about it's wonderful though, guys. The action on this knife is so smooth, so great. As you can see, using that flipper, it begs, it's almost like it's begging to be opened, okay? I mean, it just snaps open there, okay? It is running, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Maybe. But it is running on bearings. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it there. It is running on bearings, which is fine by me. I really like this push button compression lock, okay? It's, not that it's necessarily better than the standard compression lock, okay? Not that it's necessarily better than a standard compression lock like this, but it's not worse, so why not just as good? I like it. I like that push button aspect of it. Oh, I just remembered one more thing that I don't like, and I'll get to it because I just spotted it. The carbon fiber over the G10. I know there's a lot of people out there that are trading out their scales on this thing because they hate them. I personally like them. I like carbon fiber. But I also like to have texture, and a lot of times when you have carbon fiber, texture doesn't come along with it. This changes that. As you can see, it is textured, and it gives you kind of a positive grip. It's not an aggressive grip, but it's definitely a positive grip, okay? It's not slick carbon fiber. There is some texture to it. Let's see. This grip is great. You got this little finger groove here for this finger, this one for your index finger, this one for your middle and ring finger, this one for your pinky finger. Hand just goes, it rests there. It's wonderful. Although I don't like how far away the cutting edge starts, I still absolutely love this blade shape. It's kind of sheep's footy, modified Warren Cliffy, reverse Tanto-y, okay, all of those are blade shapes that I really like, and this one falls in that category. And then it's got this hollow grind right here that goes into a flat, okay, but this hollow grind right here that backs that up, and man, I just, matter of fact, I've had this in my pocket today since I was going to record the video. I was carrying it one more time just to make sure I was going to say what I wanted to say and give it the review I wanted to give it. And I put this thing on the strop and then cut some more stuff. And my goodness, guys, did this thing come to me razor sharp. It was sharp out of the box. But then after I spent a couple of minutes just stropping it, oh my goodness, guys, this was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. So no complaints about that. As I said earlier, S30V steel, I've got no complaints about S30V steel. S30V hasn't been mean to me. It hasn't hurt me in any way. It hasn't touched me in places it shouldn't have touched me. So I'm not one of these people that goes around complaining about S30V steel, okay? Another complaint I have, though, let me address it now, is this pocket clip. I like Spyderco's standard pocket clip, got nothing against that, but this knife is actually fairly slim, okay? It's not just a big, thick thing in your pocket until you add that pocket clip. My goodness, that almost doubles the width of this knife. I mean, that is ridiculous and aggressive here, okay? So that really, really thickens it here. You can feel it in the hand. I wouldn't call it a hot spot. It's not gouging or poking in any areas, but you can really feel that it thickens that grip up, which might actually be a good thing, okay? I don't know. I haven't taken the pocket clip off to see what it feels like without that. And of course, you can always buy an aftermarket pocket clip. You know, I have people comment on my videos all the time, well, if you hate the pocket clip so much, then buy an aftermarket one. Well, yeah, sure, after I'm done reviewing, but my purpose is to review knives as they come from the factory without any kind of modifications like that, okay? So that's one thing that I got to think on if I'm going to change or not, is that pocket clip. Let's see. Man, what else? I don't know, guys. I like it. Let me say it this way. I really like it. There are people out there that will fight you, that fell in love with this knife, okay? That will fight you for saying anything bad about the Spyderco Smock. I'm not one of those people. I see its flaws. I think it's a great knife. I don't think it's again, stealing from Nick Chabaz, okay? It's not a gem. I need to come up with my own term for that so that I don't get in trouble with him for stealing his stuff. It's not an absolutely wonderful knife in my opinion, but it is a great knife, okay? And I was initially going to come into this saying, you know, the fanboys need to calm down, they need to settle down, they need to, you know, back off. But then I thought, well, but it is a good knife, and I'm that way myself for other knives. Although I see the good in this knife, but I also see the bad in this knife. Like I said, there's people that get just so mad over people pointing out bad stuff about the Smock. But I'm that way about other knives that I know people don't like too, okay? Combat Troodon here. There's plenty of people out there that, for one, don't like automatics. For two, don't like OTFs. For three, don't like Microtech. For four, don't like the Combat Troodon, okay? But this is a knife that I carry all the time, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, okay? So there's people out there that feel the same way about the Smock, right? So, and they're completely justified in it, just like I'm completely justified in this. Difference of opinions. That's all that is difference of opinions. This is not a bad knife. This is not a bad knife. They're both great knives. But don't be so blinded that you can't see the flaws, okay? I understand the flaws of this one. I totally get it, okay? But don't be so blinded that you can't see the flaws of this one. Now, let's talk about price. Price is always the last thing I hit, so let's talk about it. $175 for this knife. That's about right, okay? That's about right for Spyderco. Hold on, I got to get a sip of my drink. I'm starting to get dry here. I ain't got nothing special today, just a Diet Check strawberry soda. $175. For one, it's from their Taichung plant, which is spitting out just stupid awesome stuff nowadays, okay, including this knife. I would much rather it be made in the USA, but I understand that their Spyderco's Taichung facility does great work, as is demonstrated here, okay? As far as materials go, you got S30V, you got G10. Now, yeah, that G10 has a carbon fiber overlay. You can get S30V and G10 knives for significantly less than $175, okay? But in part of that, you're paying for, S30V. S30V is a US material. Is a steel made in the USA that Spyderco ships overseas, has assembled, made, manufactured, whatever, and then shipped back. Okay, so you're paying for that. You're paying for designer. Okay, so you got Smock. What is it? Smock knives. Hold on. Kevin Smock. Yes, had it pulled up off screen. So you're paying for designer. Designer of this knife is Kevin Smock. You're paying a little bit more of a premium for that. Okay, so $175. That's fair. I think that's fair. I think as long as this knife stays under $200, you're doing good. Spyderco's doing good. So at $175, oh, hold on. One thing I forgot to mention. It can be Spidey flicked. The Spidey hole is in a good place where it can still be utilized there. It can be Spidey flicked. It can be gently opened if you need to. If you're in a crowd of a bunch of people that are scared of knives and wusses and stuff like that. Okay. So there's that. That's another good thing. But anyway, $175. I think that's absolutely fair price for this knife. Where was I? I'm happy I bought it. I really, really like this knife. I really enjoy it. If I were to really screw up and mess up this knife, doing something where Spyderco's warranty wouldn't take care of me, would I replace it? Yes, absolutely. This is I think this was a kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary design, but a well-received, greatly loved, well-respected design. It functions absolutely wonderfully. Okay. So yes, I would want to replace it. I'm a collector as well as a user. Okay. I will say that I haven't used this one a whole lot outside of my time that I carry knives for review. I have a little, but not a whole lot. But this is a piece that's going to be in my collection for forever, okay? I mean, it's a great knife. If I ever want to go back to it, I can come back to it and know that I'm coming back to a well-constructed, well-made knife. So, yeah, I would absolutely replace it if Spyderco wouldn't honor the warranty. It's simply because I've screwed it up myself in some stupid way, okay? So, yeah, there it is, guys. There's a Spyderco Smock. It's a great knife. I'm not fanboying over it, okay? But it is still a good knife. It's still well worth the money, I believe. It's still a great knife for EDC. Good choice, good choice. Can't go wrong with Spyderco Smock. So, guys, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Instagram. It's at Palmetto Edge. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but got a big announcement coming. As soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, then big announcement on the way. Matter of fact, I've already got their videos recorded for it, but I'm just waiting to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm 50... At the time of this recording, last time I looked, I'm 51 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you got some buddies or something that you think would like my channel, get them to subscribe. Help me hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we'll get this big announcement going and out of the way, right? So, yeah. Also, check out the Instagram. It's at Palmetto Edge. Go check out my other videos. If this is your first time on my channel, go check them out. I've got a bunch of them. Got a bunch of knife reviews. I do unboxings, too. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.